This is just a legacy fight. This is
So you tuck that belt up under your pillow. Tuck that belt. Sleeping in real tight, because I'm going to take that
fight. This is a real fight. This is not like a influencer or, this is really for the belts. This is really for the gold, the everything, the pound for pound, the best in the division, possibly the best in the world.
I'm just going to come up there and show up. Y'all know what I do. Put on great performances. God willing, I'm definitely gonna get the belt, of course, but I'm gonna just go there and show up and just do what I've been doing. Everybody here right now here because of the business, man, and they know that put on great performances. They know I'm an entertainer at the end of the day. They also know I'm very mean in that ring, as well as y'all know that.
The boxing community is talking after Keyshawn Davis openly challenged Devin Haney about a possible future fight. As both boxers look to strengthen their place among the sport's top stars, Davis made it clear that he wants the matchup and has no problem calling out one of boxing's biggest figures.
It's okay that y'all did it. I'm gonna whoop your ass for it. I just had a feeling in my spirit that I was gonna fight him for the world champion.
Keyshawn Davis recently challenged Devin Haney, claiming the former undisputed champion has avoided some of the hardest tests in boxing. Believing strongly in his skills, Davis feels his quickness, strength, and attacking style would be too much for Haney inside the ropes. He has continuously pushed Haney to take the fight, saying it is one of the biggest contests boxing can offer right now.
Yeah, honestly, yes. I do want to fight Devin Haney for sure. Like, for sure. He has nothing, not that I know of, he has nothing.
Davis recently increased the pressure on Devin Haney, saying the former undisputed champion has done very little since his headline-making bout with Ryan Garcia. Davis argued that Haney has spent too much time inactive rather than chasing the toughest opportunities, raising doubts about his activity level and desire to face risky opponents. He suggested Haney's team is hesitant to make the fight because they understand the danger he presents. Davis has often said that his mix of size, speed, and punching strength would cause serious issues for Haney, even predicting a knockout if they ever share the ring. He also criticized Haney for not fully committing to the fight despite showing public interest.
It's sitting for a little while now, ever since, his big win against old boy that's fighting on my card now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So tell Devin Haney, stop playing, stop being so scary, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stop being scary. Fight me, bro. Like, I want to fight you. Like, fight me. Like, what we doing?
Did you think anything of that?
End up between you and Devin?
Bro, y'all know how it ends up, bro. Him running around, I'm chasing him, and then me eventually knocking him out. Like, Devin know he can't beat me. Devin father know he can't beat me. Like, when y'all all seen the video when bro said, stand on my word, I'm standing on it. But where they at, though? You know what I'm saying? So tell them pop out, man. Come outside. Stop hiding in the shadows, man. Come fight the businessman. The amazing.
Davis has frequently accused Devin Haney of avoiding a fight with him, saying the former undisputed champion regularly calls out boxing's biggest stars while leaving his name off the list. Davis believes that is not accidental and insists Haney understands the threat he poses. The unbeaten contender has repeatedly stated that his blend of speed, power, and constant pressure makes him one of the toughest fighters in the division.
You scared of me because fighters aren't really scared of fighters, but you're ducking me? Like, what is it about?
You don't think fighters are scared of fighters?
And I DM Bill. Yes.
According to Davis, Haney has shown interest in discussing fights with other major names but has displayed little urgency when it comes to facing him. He has also questioned why earlier negotiations between both teams never resulted in an agreement, adding more speculation about the potential matchup.
Very surprised if he say he's willing to do that.
I think we can give them.
Yeah, you let us handle that.
Yeah. So
I would be very surprised if y'all do
this
that.
data.
Say it again.
I said we're gonna try and lock this date in. Murder gonna talk to you after this, but I'm gonna call Bill tomorrow, and we're gonna see whether I don't know if he's still on the West Coast or not, but hopefully it can be face to face. But if not, we'll definitely get him on Zoom. But I think he'll show up. And this way, it don't have to be no back and forth. He said, she said, we'll both have y'all on the show, and then we can know, he can tell us what.
Haney has rejected claims that he is steering clear of Keyshawn Davis, saying that avoiding opponents has never been part of his approach. Haney points to his history of fighting elite names across several weight classes and argues that many people ignore the risks he has accepted throughout his career. While Davis continues to say Haney is avoiding the contest, the former undisputed champion has maintained that he is ready to fight anyone when the timing and business are right. Haney has even publicly mentioned Davis as a possible future rival, dismissing suggestions that he fears the challenge.
I didn't take it personal. He can say what he want to say. The world knows that I'm Debo for a reason. Because I'm the guy pulling up on everyone and wanting to make the biggest, best fights happen. So the duck talk is for somebody else, not.
Meanwhile, Devin's father, Bill Haney, has made it clear that Team Haney is not eager to finalize a fight with Keyshawn Davis unless another major star is involved in the talks. In recent remarks, Bill explained that they would only seriously consider signing for Keyshawn if Shakur Stevenson was also part of the plan, showing the greater importance they place on a Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson matchup. Bill has repeatedly described Stevenson as the bigger attraction and a more meaningful test for Devin, while suggesting that a fight with Keyshawn alone does not carry the same business value. With both fighters publicly calling each other out, fans are waiting to see whether talks lead to a direct clash or a larger deal that includes Stevenson.
And told Shakur, I will fight you both, but the only way I'm going to fight you both, the only way, is if you're both on the contract. And that's what Devin said. That is what Devin told Keyshawn. That is what Devin told Shakur. That is what Devin told Jay Prince today.
Boxing great Roy Jones Jr. believes a fight between Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney would have all the elements of a major event. Jones has praised the matchup as one of the most exciting fights available, highlighting the different styles and high-level abilities of both unbeaten fighters. He noted that Haney currently has advantages in experience, ring intelligence, and championship-level competition, but also described Davis as a unique fighter whose versatility and unpredictability make him dangerous. Jones even suggested that Haney should take the fight sooner rather than later because Davis keeps improving every time he competes.
Haney just came off a much-needed dominating performance against Brian Norman. The low-hanging fruit in the headline was, can he take the punch? He showed that he could take the punch, but he also delivered a punch. So now he's back in the driver's seat and can make whatever decision he wants. What do you think about that fight if it's 1 or 2 fights?
It's a tough fight right now because Devin Haney is right back at the top of his game. Devin showed that the weight loss was probably causing him to not have as good punch resistance, and it also probably wasn't causing him to have as much power or explosiveness as he has. He showed tremendous power, tremendous punch resistance in that fight against Norman. And for him to do that means that the weight was probably an issue. Now, if Keyshawn comes up, or if they even do a catch weight, a 143, 144, it's going to be a very interesting fight because I think Devin has more tools and more IQ right now. But
with both fighters bringing confidence, talent, and an increasing rivalry into the ring, Roy Jones Jr. believes a showdown between Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney would give fans everything they hope for in a big fight. Jones praised the matchup for combining elite skills with real excitement, noting that Haney's experience, technical ability, and championship background would be challenged by Davis's athleticism, power, and unpredictability. He also suggested Haney should face Davis sooner rather than later because the young contender continues to develop with every appearance. The matchup would feature 2 highly skilled boxers with different styles. Haney is known for his sharp ring IQ, accuracy, and ring control, while Davis brings aggression, versatility, and the belief that he can defeat anyone in the division. Their ongoing exchanges have only increased interest, with both men publicly discussing the fight. Jones sees the bout delivering constant drama, elite boxing, and the kind of atmosphere that grabs the attention of the entire sport.
That intangibleness about him, where he can be a different guy when it's time to be a different guy, you can never count him out. However, if I were pushing Keyshawn, I would have another fight or 2 before I fight Devin, just for experience purposes. And if I was Devin, I would try to jump on it right now before he gets those couple fights, because the more experience he gets, the harder he's going to become to beat.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough fight for Keyshawn Davis. And I think in many respects, Devin Haney too. You can't take Keyshawn Davis light. He can really fight. He's really like that. The weight difference is a concern, and it's a fair question. Is he ready now? Is he ready a fight or 2 from now? But that's the fight, really. If you really want to you want to scream, I'm back. That's the type of fight that you want, because obviously it's in the Turkey Al-Sheikh universe. And that's a fight that's going to get made. You're going to make a career high payday. But if you are able to beat Devin Haney, brother, when I say the sky's...
Bruce Carrington has also shared his thoughts on a possible fight between Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney, especially regarding size and physical advantages. He acknowledged that Haney is naturally the larger fighter with more experience at heavier weights, which could give him an advantage in strength and ring maturity. However, Carrington also pointed out that Davis is far from undersized, noting that he is still growing into his frame and can carry his power as he moves up in weight. Despite those physical differences, Carrington believes the matchup would remain highly competitive. He described it as a true 50-50 fight where neither boxer would have a clear edge in skill or technique. In his opinion, both fighters possess elite ring IQ, discipline, and adaptability, making it a very close contest.
Battle. He's been stopping guys that's never been stopped. Like Jermaine Ortiz is a legit fighter. Legit. And he's never been stopped, and Keyshawn did that. You know what I mean? And looked fresh in the 12th round too. Like, you know, like he had total control of that whole fight against a guy that's given Teofimo trouble, Lomachenko trouble. That just shows you the type of level that Keyshawn is on. So I don't think that him fighting Devin is a reach whatsoever. Like, that's gonna be a solid fight.
Who you have winning that fight?
I genuinely don't know. I do think that Devin is a naturally bigger guy, but Keyshawn's not that small though. Okay, I ain't gonna front. Like Keyshawn, even though he's going up in weight, he's not that small. I think that's a tough fight.
Carrington believes the fight would be far more complex than many people expect. He pointed to Davis's growing versatility and hidden abilities inside the ring. He suggested that while Haney's skills and experience are already well known, Davis may actually possess a wider range of tools than many fans and critics realize. Carrington argued that this overlooked quality is what could make the matchup much more competitive than expected. He also expressed respect for both fighters, saying each brings elite talent, discipline, and boxing intelligence into the equation. However, he emphasized that Davis's adaptability and evolving style could make the fight unpredictable from one round to the next. In his view, that surprise factor keeps the matchup exciting, as Davis is not a simple opponent and continues to improve with every performance.
Like, you know, go to Devin and go his route because, you know, they're more familiar with Devin. And, you know, he's as big as he is as a fighter, but that's a 50-50 fight in terms of experience and who got the deeper bag. I think naturally
Many observers believe a potential fight between Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney could become complicated because of weight concerns, especially considering how quickly Davis is moving through divisions. Questions have been raised about whether Davis is still adjusting after difficulties settling comfortably at super lightweight, with concerns about how his body will perform at higher levels. However, Davis has made his plans clear in recent interviews, stating that he does not intend to stay at 140 pounds for long and already views welterweight as his next major destination. At the moment, Haney holds the WBO welterweight world title, making the move even more important for Davis as he targets a future meeting at 147 pounds. Recent reports also suggest Davis has openly discussed moving up in weight. Despite the criticism, Davis remains confident that his power and speed will carry over to welterweight while continuing to pursue major fights.
I'm going to go to 147 and I'm going to become a 147 champion. And then I'm going to defend it against somebody at 147.
Devin Haney? Who at 147? Is it Devin Haney?
Yeah.
Because that's a pound for pound brother right now. And we asked you, who's a fight that's going to put you on that pound for pound list? Devin Haney's at 147, right? And he got a belt.
Now he is, yeah.
And you say you want 147? I mean, what we doing? What we talking about? Names.
We talking about January 31st. I'm a look great, God willing. And in the future, we going big.
At 147 pounds, the stakes surrounding a possible clash between Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney become even greater, with analysts noting that modern boxing often values star appeal, style, and fan interest as much as championship belts. In that respect, this matchup carries significant attraction. Davis brings Olympic credentials, explosive athleticism, and non-stop pressure, while Haney offers elite technical boxing, sharp ring intelligence, and proven championship experience at the highest level. Together, they create a stylistic contrast that many believe could lead to a highly entertaining contest. Some observers even view Davis as actively chasing Haney, refusing to back away from the challenge despite the risks involved, While Bill Haney carefully manages Devin's career and guides his path through the welterweight division, and Keyshawn continues pushing hard for elite-level opportunities. The promotional build-up alone could turn the fight into a major spectacle.
The performances that Keyshawn Davis has is really more entertaining than the performance that Shakur Stevenson had. We was talking about Shakur Stevenson and Tank in the 135-pound division, but as Keyshawn kept emerging, he was already a conversation of Shakur, Keyshawn, and Davis, Keyshawn. Of course, we got Andy Cruz going to be facing Murataya on the 24th, but look like that fight is not gonna happen. The primary fight for Keyshawn Davis now, in my opinion, is Devin the Dream Haney at 147 because that's his plans. The primary fight for a Devin Haney, in all actuality, should be now a Keyshawn Davis. If Keyshawn Davis is willing to fight you and they call in and Devin Haney and Bill Haney, shout out to Bill Haney, he's done a wonderful job as a manager, is saying that they Debo, well, Keyshawn Davis